So here's a mythical creature who may have inspired some hentai, the Tako nyobo from Japanese folklore. These creatures are basically octopuses who disguise themselves as human women and then get married to unsuspecting men. And then, once they've attained the position of wife, they proceed to be wives. They just, cook, clean, take care of their husbands. They don't really do anything evil. They just seem to want to have husbands. But as you can probably guess, this is not an easy secret to keep, so they usually eventually screw up and get found out. This may have been what inspired that game Octodad. One particular story was about a man whose wife always made him the most delicious broth, and he really wanted to know how she did it, so he spied on her one day and saw her turn into an octopus and bathe in it. He of course got upset and confronted her, saying, "You've been giving me your bath water?" And she said, "Yes, I have, and I'm done." And then she just left. That was it. Alright, Hindu deities, it's time to decide what you will each be the god of. Let's start with Brahma. Creation. Creation, wonderful. Who doesn't like more stuff? Shiva? Destruction. Destruction, okay, please don't ever come to my house. Vishnu? Preservation. Preservation, excellent. When the milk goes bad, we know who to blame. Kali? Destruction. Shiva's kinda already on that. Yes, I will do it as well. Well, I don't really think we need two gods doing the same. I wanna break things! Okay, yeah, sure, yeah, forget regulation. Let's just have a whole bunch of gods who destroy things. What could possibly go wrong?
Father, please! Please!
Hey, you know why Uranus never really respected Gaia? Well, he realized he was above her. Here's something you might not know about Gorgons. Everybody knows about the Gorgon Medusa, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know about her two sisters, Stheno and Euryale. But did you know that there's actually another Gorgon who predates all three of them? That Gorgon is Aix, an ancient goat-like Gorgon who is associated with storms, and is also said to be the monstrous counterpart to Amalthea. Amalthea's a goat who used to babysit Zeus. Aix made the mistake of siding with the Titans during the war, so Zeus ended up killing her and putting her head on his shield Aegis as a trophy. And if that sounds familiar, it's probably because that story was later changed to say it was Medusa's head who was put on Aegis. There also seems to be another unnamed elder Gorgon in Greek mythology who is sometimes said to be the parent of Medusa, and there's some debate as to whether or not that Gorgon and Aix are actually just supposed to be the same character. Hey, son, come here. You know that G-spot thing I created? Oh yeah, the women really seem to like that. You gonna give one to the men? I just did, and look where I put it. Oh, jeez, Dad, why would you put it there? How are they supposed to stimulate that? I have no idea! I just thought it'd be funny to watch them try. Well, looks like they may have found a way. What, really? Oh, myself! Okay, wow. Did not expect them to do that. Do you have a problem with it? Well, it definitely took me by surprise, but let's be honest, I kinda brought that on myself, so whatever, I don't care. Okay. Do you think maybe you should tell them that? Nah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Why would they need me to comment on that? Hey, you know why Osiris couldn't find a way to escape his imprisonment? Because he wasn't able to think outside the box. Fun fact! Pretty much every mythology has believed in some version of the human soul, but Egyptians took it to the next level and said that the human soul consists of several different pieces. First, there's your ket, your physical body. This maintains a connection to the rest of your soul even after death, and must be preserved in order for you to reach the afterlife. This is why the Egyptians mummified people. Then there's your sa, your spiritual body. This is the part of you that goes to the afterlife after you die. Then there's your ba, your personality. Basically everything that makes you unique as a person. Next is the ren, your name or identifier. Egyptians believe knowing someone's true name gave you power over that person. Then there's the ka, your vital essence, basically what keeps you alive and leaves you after you die. Next is the ib, your heart, which contains all the good and bad you've done throughout your life and will be weighed when you are judged in afterlife. Shut, your shadow, which follows you everywhere you go. Sekem, your power. And ak, your intellect or thoughts. You know, I think it makes sense. The human body has always been a team effort of several different things working together. Why shouldn't the human soul be the same? And now, the great god Erebus. Behold! Hello. Hey, Hephaestus, it's recently come to my attention that you built a giant robot for the evil King Minos, and a pair of bronze bulls for the evil King Aeetes. Evil kings love my work? Yeah, well, it's actually resulted in a lot of horrible events, and now everyone's complaining to me about it, so I'm gonna need you to stop making stuff for evil kings. Alright, fine, but what do you want me to say to all the evil kings whose orders are still in progress? Just maybe tell them it's on an indefinite hiatus. Okay. Great. Problem solved. Now, on another note, how's my next batch of lightning bolts coming? I'm afraid they're on an indefinite hiatus. Oh, crap. Hey, you wanna know Medusa's favorite cheese? Gorgonzola. So here's a mythical creature who definitely has a leg up. The Sciapod from Greek mythology. Yeah, it's basically a guy with one really big foot. We sure this isn't Japanese? No? Oh, okay. The name Sciapod translates to shadow foot. Now, the reason they're called this is because these creatures will use that gigantic foot of theirs to provide shade from the sun. I guess their foot isn't sensitive and doesn't burn or anything. Apparently, they're also able to jump very high. There are Greek stories of people encountering these creatures in either India or Ethiopia. You know, most mythical tales exist to tell some sort of lesson or just be really entertaining. And then there's stories like this, which just kind of exist because someone was in a really weird mood. Or on drugs. Probably drugs. Hey, you want to hear a Greek mythology joke? Sure, why not? What do Oedipus and a baby kangaroo have in common? I don't know, what? They're both inside their mothers. So, come up with any new yokai lately? Oh, you bet, sir. Check out this creature, the Kage Onna. Ooh, mysterious. What is it? It's a shadow. Yeah, I know that. I mean, like, what does it do? Oh, well, you see, it's a shadow. Okay, what's the story behind it, like the lore? Well, it's a shadow. That's it? That's it. Okay, I have a question about a strange plot hole in the God of War games. As you may know, in God of War 1, Kratos had to get the god-killing powers from Pandora's box in order to slay the god Ares. They specifically say that's the power to kill a god. But in God of War Chains of Olympus, which takes place before God of War 1, Kratos kills Charon and Persephone, who are both gods, and he doesn't have the god-killing power of Pandora's box yet. Now, some people have said that he's able to kill kill them in that game because he gets this weapon called the Gauntlet of Zeus, and that allows him to kill them. Well, even if that's true then, how come Kratos even needed the powers of Pandora's box in the first place in the first game? Why didn't the gods just give him the gauntlet back when they wanted him to kill Ares? And even then, it still doesn't answer how he's able to kill the Furies in God of War Ascension, which takes place before both games. Those are gods too, so how is he able to do that? Here's something you might not know about Record of Ragnarok. Recently in Season 2 Part 2, we got a pretty badass fight involving the great sage Buddha, and don't worry, I won't spoil anything. But Buddha's inclusion did lead some people to ask, hey, are we ever gonna see, like, Jesus on this show? How come he hasn't been in the story? Well, book readers know that Jesus actually does show up in the Record of Ragnarok manga, but not in the show. He appears as one of Buddha's supporters in the audience, alongside Socrates and Confucius. Personally, I think that's really cool. I love the idea of Jesus and Buddha being buddies in the afterlife. It just seems really fitting. But for some reason, they completely cut him out of the show on Netflix. I guess they were trying not to offend Christian people? Well, guess what, Netflix? I myself am Christian, and I find this decision to be very stupid and disappointing. I would have loved to see him on the show. That's a white llama, that's a black llama, and that's a Dalai Lama. What's with the tongue? He has a weird sense of humor. Hey, what you doing? I'm watching this Netflix show, Record of Ragnarok. They made me a character in it. Hey, that's not a bad design. Yeah, I mean, it's not 100%, but it's pretty close. Am I in the show? No, I don't think so. Well, maybe I'll watch it with you for a bit, see if I pop up. I really don't think you should. Yeah, I don't mind. It'd be cool to see if I... Oh no, what the hell? Yeah, this show is weird sometimes. Why? Why would they do this? I don't know. Why do I look like a Hellraiser character? I don't know, man. I'm omniscient and I don't know. Oh, myself. Is that what I actually look like? No. You are a very handsome and not at all disturbing man. Then why? I don't know! I have discovered a connection between God of War and Record of Ragnarok. At one point during the first season, the Norse god Loki randomly refers to the Greek god Zeus as his grandfather.
I've never seen anything more beautiful. The glory of grandfather's ultimate form!
Now, obviously, this can't just be some simple mistake or translation error. No. Everything happens for a reason. So why on earth would Loki refer to Zeus as his grandfather? In what world does that make sense? Well, there is one world. In the God of War games, the main character Kratos is a son of Zeus, and in the 2018 sequel game, it is revealed that his son Atreus is actually Loki, meaning that in that continuity, Loki is the grandson of Zeus. Heck, this would also explain why Zeus looks so old and decrepit in Record of Ragnarok. He's still recovering from Kratos beating the ever-loving crap out of him. Shared universe, confirmed.